Good evening and welcome to the December 15th, 2010 Town Board meeting. This is our last Town Board meeting of the year. As we start to embark on our communications and announcements, I will just make one brief announcement that the Penfield Shares and Cares program, we have been gathering a lot of toys and games and food and a lot of other miscellaneous items that we will be taking to the Penfield food shelf at the end of this week to share with some of those residents of Penfield that are not as fortunate. And I just want to thank everyone that participated, town staff and town residents. Thank you very much. We hope that will help some residents have an extra special holiday season this year. On with our communications and announcements, and I would ask our clerk, Amy Steckloff, anything tonight?
Not tonight, Supervisor.
Okay, thank you. Councilman Quinn, please.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. I'd like to begin by just wishing everyone a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. This is our last opportunity to sit before you in 2010, so I hope everyone has a safe and relaxing holiday season, and we look forward to seeing you in January. Just two quick reminders. The 2011 lodge rentals are now available through Penfield.org. You can go to our town's website and you can reserve an afternoon or an evening or a full day at one of our shelters or lodges here in town. You can reserve in person at the Penfield Recreation Department or online, Penfield.org. We do not take phone reservations, but we have several wonderful facilities in town that are available for residents. Also, just a green tip for the month, courtesy of the town's Energy and Environmental Advisory Committee. By switching to LED holiday lights, you can use up to 10 times less energy than incandescent mini lights, and you can definitely save some money by doing so. So if you haven't put the tree up yet, or if you have and you're getting ready to string your lights, by switching over to LED lights, you can save some money in the process. And again, have a wonderful holiday season.
I just have a couple of announcements. Again, a reminder to all our residents and folks out there watching that the town of Penfield has embarked upon an ambitious social media and communications networking for our residents and for those who use your computer. I just want to remind those that you can see on your screen that the town of Penfield is active on Facebook and Twitter. Of course, we have our website, www.penfield.org, and also on that website are links to some YouTube videos that our PCTV crew has been putting up on YouTube for some of the additional communications, as well as some of the video shoots that we've done throughout the town. My other announcement is just a reminder that the Penfield Recreation Winter-Spring Program brochure is out. The Winter-Spring 2011 Recreation brochure hit the mailboxes this week. Online sign-up can be done at www.penfield.org.
Great. Excellent. Okay, thank you. Just a couple from the supervisor's end. Town hall offices, and just a reminder, will be closed Thursday and Friday of next week for the Christmas holiday. They'll be closed the following Friday, the 31st, for New Year's. The town board's organizational meeting is scheduled for the 5th at 7:30. Prior to the start of the organizational meeting, we'll have a swearing-in ceremony for Councilman Quinn, who was elected this past November, and we have to have him officially sworn in so that he can conduct the businesses of the town. We continue to look for volunteers for our boards, committees. If you have an interest, please get that to our town clerk. You can go in either online, or you can send a letter in or a note in, and we'd ask that it be in by 5 o'clock this Friday the 17th. And that's for any of our boards or committees. We do have a certain amount of turnover each year, and we'll be looking to add or replace or move some individuals around. And then also I'd like to mention the fact that today at noon I had the honor and privilege of being with our Gray County executive, Maggie Brooks. We were at Salvatore's Pizzeria and Pub grand opening on Empire Boulevard. And as the county executive said to me, yes, Tony, this is in the town of Penfield. And so there was, it was a very nice event. It was a great opportunity to see that business expand. John and Tony, the owners of that facility, very proud of that. And yet another business within this community, this great community of Penfield, and we wish them all the best. And then lastly, I would like to take just a moment. Last Thursday, I had an opportunity to come to the planning board. Our planning board chair, Sandy Kyle, attended her resignation from the planning board, and her last official public meeting was on the 9th, last Thursday. And I came to the meeting and presented her with a proclamation. And I'd like to take a minute just to read through this because Sandy has spent 14 years within this community, and she spent a number of years as chair of the planning board. And I want to make sure that we appropriately recognize her for all of that hard work. So this was presented to Sandy Kyle, has served the community of Penfield as a valued member of the planning board since June of 1997. Sandy was named chair in May of 2002, succeeding Walt Peter, and Walt passed away and was the longtime chair of our planning board, and certainly she came in and had very big shoes to fill. But Sandy stepped up and took over that board and took that board to where it needed to be since that time in 2002. Whereas Sandy is an advocate for the quality of life in Penfield, working to ensure thorough and thoughtful planning process on all projects that affect town residents and the environment. And whereas Sandy supported the appropriate land use planning and worked to preserve the balance between development and the Penfield's heritage of the farming community. And whereas Sandy is credited in paying particular attention to the aesthetics and the design details of new projects, ensuring a consistent expectation that developers presented projects that the highest design standard to the town of Penfield. And whereas Sandy is known for promoting open communications, making sure all those that wish to express their opinion at any meeting was respectfully heard. And whereas significant projects under Sandy's tenure included the Linden Tech Linden Hills proposal in a sensitive Corbett's Glen area, and most recently renovation of the Baytown Plaza. And whereas Sandy is known for her creative work as a hairstylist and owner of an interior design service, Embellishments, here in this community. And whereas Sandy's interior design skills provided guidance in the renovation of this town hall auditorium in 2006, her sense of style and personal use of the auditorium space as planning board chair gave her the insight to affect an environment that positively serves town residents and leaders each day. And whereas Sandy and her husband Bob, longtime residents of Penfield, where they raised their 2 daughters. And whereas Sandy's knowledge of the planning issues and length of service to this community has been valuable to the board and the town on many occasions. And whereas, though Sandy is retiring from the planning board, we look forward to working with her as an active member of the Penfield community in the coming years. And whereas the bright future of the town of Penfield and the great nation depends directly on the kind of involvement and leadership that Sandy displayed over the years, now therefore be it resolved that the town board, on behalf of the entire town of Penfield, thanks Sandy S. Kyle for years of service and dedication to the town of Penfield. And again, this is dated December 9th, 2010. And signed by all the board members. And again, Sandy, thank you for your 14 years of dedicated service to the town of Penfield. Okay, Andy.
Thank you, Mr. Supervisor. A little over a week ago, the town of Penfield hosted its Holiday Santa Pancake Dinner. And it really was a great event over at the Penfield Community Center. I think we've got some photographs that might show up on the television highlighting the event. It was easily a couple hundred people there, and I think all the children had a great time. I witnessed a few youngsters that visited with Santa. Some of them actually sat on Santa's lap. Some of them didn't quite make it to Santa's lap.
Did yours?
But no, my son did not make it to Santa's lap. But it was great. It was a good event, and we anticipate this being an annual event, and hopefully we'll have a couple hundred more people next year. Just a quick reminder to Penfield residents, obviously with the weather that we have had over the last couple days, and I'm sure it will continue on through 2011, to please keep off the roads between 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. or 7 a.m. so that the plows can get to where they need to go, plow the roads properly and safely so that when we get up in the morning and go to where we need to go, we can all be safe and can drive on some good conditions, or the best conditions considering the weather. Winter is here, and just please drive slowly, drive safely, and be cautious and considerate of pedestrians and other motorists. Thank you.
Before we move on to Councilwoman Cole, I would just remind our viewing audience, if you would like to call in, our next section is public participation. We have two, beginning of the meeting, at the end of the meeting. You can call in at 340-8771, and we'll connect you directly here. And also, you can go on to penfield.org as well and submit information. And with that, the star of tonight's show, Linda Cole.
Thank you. You know, we had the bicentennial finale just before this meeting, and I thanked some people, but I was a little unnerved there. I want to make sure I thanked those who participated tonight. Jim Dozer got a group of the brass quintet to perform, and they were excellent. And Jean Gray got the Penfield Symphony a group to do string quartet. They played out in the rotunda, and then the kids played here in the auditorium. So I want to thank them again for doing this. And I really want to thank Dave Renner and his communications team for putting that video together. That was just awesome. He's been, they wouldn't let me see it. They were kind of keeping under the wraps. They were working to the last minute. They were putting it together. It was excellent. So Phyllis Ely and Dave Renner and Sabrina Renner and Brian Delmeter, and I'm sure the other people that work downstairs in PCTV, they're just, they're so excellent, and I thank them for putting that together so quickly. And Sabrina put the program together tonight, and it thanks everyone that's been involved this year. So it's on the DVD too, so if you see the DVD or if you watch this over and over again, you can read all the acknowledgments. But I wanted to make sure the ones that did the entertainment tonight and the ones that did the program are acknowledged for what they did. And speaking bicentennial, there's still a couple of things left in the memories book. We're still selling the memories book. I don't have it in front of me. Of all nights, I don't have it in front of me. Nels is selling it out there in the rotunda probably still, but we have them available. They're $15 a piece. You can buy them at the rec department or at the town hall. It's filled with memories from different residents and photos, and a nice forward from Don Elhart. So I recommend, if you're interested, to purchase that for the holidays. And I don't know if they're going to put photos up, but I have listed here photos of Dayton's Corner Schoolhouse Old-Fashioned Christmas. That was really nice. I know the supervisor was there. I was there. I brought the family. It was last Sunday. Dayton's Corner Schoolhouse had there it is. It was a lot of fun. They had old-fashioned Christmas with old-fashioned ornaments, handmade ornaments, and entertainment, and it all fit in there really well. And I think everyone had a good time. And also, Generation Strong. This is the last bicentennial activity, if this wasn't enough tonight. There's one more thing, and Kathy Knauer, she organized this and gave out certificates at the 4th of July celebration, but there were so many people that didn't get them in on time that she extended the deadline through November. So I believe there's 70 people coming to the Bremen Room on Sunday, the 19th, to receive their Generation Strong certificates. And that'll be a fun activity. That's from 2:30 to 4:30 in the Bremen Room at the library. And finally, I'm going into January. I have a community chat once a month, and I concluded mine in December. The next one in January is going to be a little different. It's going to be a little different because as the town board liaison to the school board liaison to the town board, Marie Sinti is going to meet with me, and we're going to have a joint town board, school board, community chat. It'll be held on January 18th, 5:30 to 7 in the New Book area at the library. So if you'd like to come over and talk to Marie or I. And Marie is here in the audience. So I want to introduce Marie Simpty from school board. Thank you for coming tonight.
Thank you, Marie.
And, Marie's a dynamo. She's great on the school board and in all sorts of organizations that she works with in the community. So if anyone would like to come and talk to us on January 18th, feel free. We'll be there. And I believe that's all I have.
Okay, great. Thank you, Linda.
Thank you.
Our next item is public participation. I'll